Hello fellow book nerds of the internet, I am back with another video, and as promised, today I am bringing you my AuthorTube Newbie Tag. There's a lot more questions in this one than there were in the BookTube Newbie Tag. Well, not a lot, but like a few. So let's just get straight into that. So number one is, how did you find out about AuthorTube? I did see a few things on my Bookstagram about it because I do follow a lot of writers of Instagram, and I'm a part of that writing community, and I saw some people like mention it and I never really knew what it was. Then y'all, after my BookTube Newbie Tag, there were like a few of you that commented below, you should do the AuthorTube Newbie Tag too, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know AuthorTube existed, but that's really neat, so now I'm here. Number two is, what genres do you write in? Primarily, I write a lot of science fiction, I would say, in like my proper books that I actually want to get published, but I also dabble in a little bit of fantasy and maybe like action adventure. But on my Wattpad, I do write a little bit of fan fiction and kind of just like teen fiction. I don't really know, like, what would you consider the genre of LGBTQIA plus fiction that's like teen, fun, friendship, yay, except with like a murder mystery subplot? Is there a genre for that? The other thing that I write in is my scripts for all of my scripted videos on That One Awkward Fangirl, i.e. the United Fandoms videos. Number three is, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category, like YA, children's, adults, etc. For tense, definitely past tense. I'm not one of those people that can pull off writing in the present tense. And then like depending on the like type of book and like the way the story is being told will depend on if I feel like third person or first person feels better, but I usually go between the two of them, not so much second person, because again, I'm just not the kind of person that can pull that off. And then for the category, pretty much always YA. Are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? And I am a plantser. Usually I have a book idea and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get something down, so I'll write like 1 to 3 chapters of it, and then I'll look at what I've written, I'll decide what I hate, what I love, and then I'll make like a really thorough outline. And then for about 3 chapters, I'll follow that outline, and then I will start disregarding it completely. Number 5 is, are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? And I am yet to be published. Number 6, since I am not published, is, if you are not yet published, what literary agent or publishing house is your dream company? And I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle of, well, as I record this, I'm in the middle of finishing my first draft, and as you're watching this, that will have been finished about a week ago, and I don't know, I'm taking it one step at a time, otherwise I will freak myself out. Number 7 is, what AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? And I guess, like writing vlogs and tags, because if there's anything this channel has taught me is that tags are kind of fun. But also I want to talk about like developing plot and characters and like the technical stuff, and also just talking about like my experience with writing and telling you guys about my journey to publication and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it is going to be a mix with booktube type content though, and a lot of it is going to lean towards reading just because I haven't fully worked out my style in my head yet, but we're gonna make it work. You can expect a writing vlog by the end of this month though. Number 8 is, when did you start writing? And I think I started dabbling in story writing when I was 7, but I didn't write my first full book until I was 11. Like, I wrote maybe little plays and like short stories, but when I was 11 was when I finished like my first full book. It wasn't a good book, but it was a full book. Number 9, what is the first story you ever wrote? It was an incomplete short story that I was writing for a prompt in 2nd grade, I think. And it was supposed to be a horror story. That was what I decided I wanted it to be. So this girl walks into like this haunted house on Halloween night, and it's all very spooky. And then this ghost kind of greets her. But then I got emotionally attached to my ghost character, so instead I made them friends. And that started a really long trend of me not knowing how to create villains or spooky settings. Though I will say that in my current book, I definitely developed some creepy characters, and I'm quite proud of it. Number 10 is which authors have inspired you the most? And I would say definitely at the top of that list is Rick Riordan, because his books are what actually got me to start writing in the first place. Other than him though, I would say definitely I've drawn on from like John Green and Scott Westerfield, Allie Carter, Agatha Christie, Rainbow Rowell, and J.K. Rowling. Like, you know, just kind of absorbing inspiration from their styles. But I also get a lot of like my writing inspiration from the TV shows I watch. Like right now my book is being very heavily influenced by the shows Person of Interest and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I don't know, but those are definitely the authors that have influenced me. Number 11 is, do you schedule your writing time or write whenever you have time? And I do like a little bit of both. I prefer to schedule because then I feel like it's a part of my day. I know when it's gonna happen and I'm gonna work on it. But every once in a while I run out of time to have a scheduled chunk, so I just like write in little snippets. So I'll like write driving on the way to the grocery store. I'm not driving. My mom's driving. I don't drive, and that would be dangerous. Don't write while driving, kids. Or like, I'll quickly jot something down before bed, or I'll like make notes on my phone, but I do prefer to have scheduled writing sessions, and usually for them to last at least 1 hour, but preferably like 4. Number 12 is, do you write on a computer, typewriter, or write it all out by hand, or a combination of those? And I write on the computer, on my phone, and by hand. I actually wrote my whole first full book in a composition notebook, but it's really just about like whatever I have available. Oh, and the second part of that question is, where do you write in general? And my favorite places to write are at my desk in my room, on the patio outside, and in the car while my mom is driving. I don't know what it is about being in the car, but I feel like it's something about like the constant movement and like the passing of scenery that just like gets the creative juices flowing, you know? And the final question, number 13, is what are you looking forward to most now that you are a part of AuthorTube? And I think I'm just looking forward to being part of a community of writers. I feel like community is such an underrated thing for people who have like really traditional jobs, but as someone who is self-employed and does things like writing and vlogging and all of that professionally, it will be professional when I can figure it out. I feel like there's just something really special about finding like a community of fellow writers, and I know that that's something on my writing-gram / bookstagram that I absolutely love. There's just something about that community, and the fact that there is another social media platform to extend that community of writers is just really awesome, because if there's anything I've learned about the writing community, it is that everyone is like so nice and supportive, and I love that. Like, heck yeah. That is the full tag, so cool. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below telling me if you are an AuthorTube newbie, if you just generally run an AuthorTube channel, I don't know. Hit me up. We can be friends because friendship is good. I have a bookish Instagram, bookish Twitter, and a bookish blog that you can follow in the description box if you would like. And also, I think I have my Goodreads linked down there. Not that I think there's anything on it, unless somehow there is between recording this and posting it. If you would like to see more reading and writing content from me, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ding the bell so you get notifications every time I post a video, which the goal is to post them every Wednesday. Next week is going to be a super fun little readathon vlog,